What if everything you thought you knew about money was wrong? What if the difference between financial freedom and endless worry wasn't your math skills, but your mindset? Morgan Housel's revolutionary book, The Psychology of Money, argues that success with money is less about complex formulas and more about how you behave. In the next 5 minutes, we're breaking down the 19 timeless lessons that can fundamentally change your financial life. Your financial decisions might look crazy to me, and mine might look crazy to you. But they make perfect sense based on our unique life experiences, the market crashes we've lived through, the jobs our parents had. Judging others' choices is futile. Context is everything. Success isn't entirely earned, and failure isn't entirely your fault. Luck and risk are two sides of the same coin. Be humble when you succeed, and empathetic when others fail. Focus less on specific people and more on broad patterns. The most important financial skill is knowing when to stop moving the goalposts. Social comparison is a game you can never win. The moment you define enough, you gain something more valuable than any $1 million: perspective and control. The biggest achievements in life, like Warren Buffett's wealth, often look like slow, boring growth. His secret wasn't extraordinary returns, but starting early and sticking with it for an unbelievably long time. Consistency over decades beats spectacular short-term moves. Getting rich takes risk and optimism. Staying rich takes the opposite: paranoia and humility. Survival is the single highest priority. You need a margin of safety that protects you when the unexpected happens. In investing, you can be wrong half the time, or even 90% of the time, and still make a fortune. Why? Because a handful of truly great outlier events, the tails of the distribution, drive the vast majority of all your returns. Don't be afraid to have a lot of failures if it means you capture those big wins. The highest dividend money pays is the ability to control your time. Having money means you get to wake up when you want, do what you want, with who you want, for as long as you want. That's the ultimate wealth. When you buy expensive things, you think people will admire you, but they're rarely thinking about you. They're thinking about how they would look owning that item. True wealth is often invisible. It's the money not spent, the money sitting in the bank ready to work for you. Spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. Wealth is unspent income. It's options, flexibility, and the ability to wait. The simplest, most important ingredient to wealth is a high savings rate. It doesn't require a high income or a genius mind. It requires discipline and frugality. It gives you control over your financial destiny. A purely rational investor would try to maximize every penny of return. But we're humans. It's more important to be reasonable. Choose investments that help you sleep at night and that you can stick with when the world seems to be falling apart. Behavior is the foundation. History is a poor guide to the future. Just because something has never happened before doesn't mean it can't happen. Expect the unexpected. The biggest financial events, the black swans, are those nobody sees coming. Build a financial plan that can withstand the unimaginable. The single most underappreciated concept in finance is margin of safety, or room for error. This is your backup plan for the things that go wrong. The goal isn't to be right all the time, it's to survive being wrong. A plan is only good if it can survive reality. We underestimate how much our goals and desires will change over time. The person you are today is not the person you'll be in 10 years. Avoid extreme financial decisions that rely on you feeling the same way a decade from now. Flexibility is key. Every financial gain has a price. Market volatility, the fear of losing money, these are the fees you pay for market returns. If you view volatility as a non-negotiable admission price, you'll stop trying to avoid it and start paying the fee patiently. Pessimism always sounds smarter and more convincing than optimism. Growth and progress happen slowly and quietly, but destruction is fast and dramatic. The long run is fueled by optimism. It's the only reasonable stance when compounding is your friend. Don't be seduced by complex models. Embrace simple habits. The investor's job is to simply hold on through the inevitable crises and maintain a humble view. Remember, your goal is not to be the highest performing investor, but the one who performs well enough for the longest time. Ultimately, money success isn't about what you know, but how you behave. Be patient, be flexible, and remember the most powerful lesson of all. Control your time, and you control your life. If this summary gave you a new financial perspective, hit the like button. Subscribe for more money book breakdowns, and tell us in the comments which lesson was the most